Disclaimer: this video is an imagination written by author's perspective. It has nothing to do with real life. It's only for entertainment purpose. I own the storyline and narration, so please don't copy and repost my work. Thank you. When I'm giving divorce to Theong, teary eyes. You announced and they became shocked. Mrs. Kim, what? But why? Shocked. Mr. Kim, yes, Ryan. Why you are taking this big decision? Tell us the reason. Mrs. Kim, if you both had an argument, then please try to solve it there. Because divorce is not a solution. Think about your kids, Ryan. She said, and more tears flow from your eyes. Ryan, Theong, whom I love more than myself. I give my everything to him. We created so many beautiful memories in this house and make a beautiful family. But now he's changed. Ryan, now he's not that Theong for whom I fall. Now he don't love me and his family like he used to do. You said while crying. Mrs. Kim, what do you mean, Ryan? Please tell us clearly what happened. Worried. Ryan, he cheated on me in this condition. I'm carrying his baby and he's cheating on me with his. You finally told them truth and their eyes became widened. They can't believe that their son can do this. Mrs. Kim eyes filled with tears and she's looking at you with shocked face. Mrs. Kim, he cheated on you in this condition. How can he do this? For him, his family is more important. Then how can he make this big mistake? She asked with shocked face. It's hard to believe. Then you nodded with teary eyes. Ryan, yes, mom. He cheated on me and broke his family for life. And Tehun was the one who saw him with his in her bedroom. Ryan, at first it was also hard for me to believe, and I thought maybe Tehun saw something wrong and it's just a misunderstanding. But later I find out the truth. Then you told them everything in detail that how Tehun saw him there and how you find out that he's cheating on you and how you catch him in his office today. After hearing everything, Mrs. Kim can't believe on her ears that Theong can do something like this. Mr. Kim, we are so sorry, dear. Teary eyes. Mr. Kim, we can't even say that forgive him and all because his mistake is so big and he deserves punishment for doing this with you in this condition. Teary eyes. Your father-in-law said, and Mrs. Kim nodded. Mrs. Kim, yes, he deserves punishment. You can give him any punishment, Ryan. Will not come in between. Will respect your decision. They said, and you smiled. You are happy that after Tehun, there is more peoples who are supporting you. They are supporting you, and now you are more strong. If your parents were in their place, they would never support you. If you'll call them here to tell this, then they'll force you to forgive him and stay in this marriage forever. But your in laws are different. They are supporting you in your tough time and they always treat you like their own daughter. You are so lucky to have them in your life. Few months back, you were the most lucky woman because you got the best husband who loved you more than anything. You got good in laws who treat you like their own daughter. You got the best son and a beautiful family, and you got pregnant with your second child, and your family was complete. But suddenly you find out about this, and everything broke in a second. Now you are feeling most unlucky because you lost your family in a second. The family you created with love and care, and this 8 years broke in 8 seconds because of Theong. Just then everyone heard doorbell ringing and everyone started looking at each other. Mr. Kim, it must be Theong. You nodded and Mrs. Kim got up. Van, I'll open the door. You were about to go, but Mrs. Kim held your hand and stopped you. Mrs. Kim, I'll open the door. Then Mrs. Kim went to open the door, and after opening the door, she saw Theong in front of her, and her blood started boiling in anger. Theong's eyes are red and puffy because of crying. Mrs. Kim slapped him hardly on his face, and Theong just smiled painfully. Mrs. Kim, today I'll kill you. How dare you to cheat your wife? She said while grabbing his collar, and she is crying so hard. It's hard for her to accept that her son can do this. Theong, how can you be a person who is already dead? He is saying with tears in his eyes, and pain is clearly visible in his voice. Guilt is written on his face, and his words are telling that how much sad he is with himself. Theong, no need to kill me, mom, because I already killed myself. He said with painful smile, and then he showed his wrist to everyone. Everyone became shocked after looking at his wrist. Actually, he had an object and was continuously flowing from his wrist. Everyone ran towards him, and you quickly tear a part of your dress and covered his wrist with that piece of cloth. His vision is becoming blurry, and he sat on the floor because of weakness. Vian, are you mad? You said angrily, and he just smiled. Theong, you still care for me. I know, Vian, I'm so bad, and I did so wrong with you. Theong, I know I deserve worst punishment for doing this with you, but the punishment you were giving me was so big. I can't live without you. Dying is the better option instead of living without you, love. Theong, I always loved you, and you are the only one who is my love. I cheated on you because of I thought if I'll do it with you, then I'll hurt you and my baby girl. Theong, and I never wanted to hurt you, so I choose this. I'm not saying that I was right. I know you are hurt, but I'm sorry, Vian. If you can forgive me, then please forgive me, so I can peacefully. He said all this with teary eyes, and you are also crying. You never wanted to see him like this. You know he cheated on you, and you hate him now, but still you care for him. You loved this man for 8 years now, but now situations are different. But still, you know that there is still some love and care for him in your heart. But your self respect will not allow you. Your self respect is more important. You know, people will call you fool for still having some kind of love and care for a cheater. But that cheater was your first love. Actually, he was your first love who teach you the meaning of love. For you, love means Theong, but now everything changed. Now hate is replacing that love. Now everything is not same as before. Now he changed, and your love for him also vanished now. Now you hate him. Still there is some love, but you bury everything in your heart. Vian, no Theong will not let you because you deserve your life, and you also have to face everything alone now. You also have to go through same pain which you give me. Theong, no Vian, I don't want to live more. I can't lose you and Tehon. Please forgive me, otherwise don't try to save me because I'm not able to live without you guys. He sat while crying, and slowly he is closing his eyes, and then he became unconscious. Everyone became scared. Vian, take him to the hospital. Mr. Kim, yes, help me to pick him. He sat while crying, and everyone helped him to take unconscious Theong towards the car, and then everyone went to hospital. Time skip. You all take him to the hospital, and Mr. and Mrs. Kim are crying so much. Of course, they'll cry because their son is suffering like this. They don't want to lose their son. Just then doctor come and started checking him. You looked at Tehon and you saw that there is no single tear in his eyes. He is not feeling scared or anything. He's just standing there like a statue. Now you can understand that how much he hates his father now. He's not even worried for him. This much hate Theong felt for himself in Tehon's heart. Just then doctor said something shocking. Doctor, it's hard to save him. To be continued. Thanks for watching.